Hello, it is me, Anime We, or We Anime, and I'm here to bring you part six, right? Is it part six? I believe it is. I think so. Is it part? Yeah, it is part six. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Last part we went over the final exam arc. Right. I want to know your all's opinion on wet socks because um just for context, why I'm asking you all this. See, my socks are soaking right now because there's a hole in my boot, or not a hole, but like where they lace up. They're not very waterproof, so water got in and soaked the bottom of my feet, and it's annoying me very much. And now they're sun drying, and I am hoping they will dry quickly so I don't have to walk either barefoot or um, sockless. That's what I'm hoping for at least. Hopefully by the time this is done, they should be dry. I mean, if they're sun drying, it's decently hot, so they might dry quickly. I don't know. Anyways, today we're going over the training forest arc, right? And do the YouTube things before we start this. Follow me on all social medias that I own. All at We Anime, just check places. We Anime. Background noise may be apparent. I mean, sheep are very apparent, but I'll try to keep it down low. Oh yeah, what you're here for? Oh yeah, I can. Yeah. Um, Welcome back to part five of What If Deku? Not part five, part six. What if Deku had a coffee quirk? By the way, titled something. I realize something now. I could easily call this one Into the Forest too. But I'm not going to. I don't know what I'm going to call it. You already know, but I don't. I don't have a clue what I'm going to call this one. But let's get into it. Uh, okay, let's just get straight into it. Uh, right. Ow. Ow. Oh, my tongue. Oh, God, I bit my tongue. Oh. Luckily, no blood. Luckily. Anyways, let's get into it. Oh, God, my tongue. So, where we see Midoriya at the very moment, he is currently in a bus going towards the training forest, right? I mean, he's not driving, he's in the bus, but he's certainly not driving, right? Certainly not driving at all. I mean, he wanted to, but no. Right? What do you know how to drive? I mean, if he copied like an intelligence quirk, then probably, yeah. I mean, he probably has. I would say he has copied a intelligence quirk. Oh, he copied uh Nezu's quirk, his intelligence quirk. So he's just very smart now. Yeah, yeah, that's what happened. Uh, okay, my neck. Okay, I'm good. Still driving. Would pull over about nearly there. They would get off, or Aizawa would tell him to get off, and Midori would say, "I have a bad feeling about this." Like a really bad feeling. To Bakugo, and Bakugo would say, "You have a bad feeling about everything." I know I do. That's just the way I am. Yeah, I know. I've known you since we were kids. I know how you act. It's not very hard to figure out that you have bad feelings about a lot of things. I mean, given you had a bad feeling at my like 10th birthday because you thought you were gonna explode, that you were gonna explode, and yet I did. Oh right, I forgot about that. I know you did. You always act like it never happened, but in reality it did. It hurt. So, you wanna make the bet again? Sure. What is it? 20 bucks. Uh, 20 bucks and dishes. Like you take my week for dishes, or like vice versa. Whoever loses takes the winner's dishes for another week, like the next week, like the week they had to do it. Yeah, I know what you mean. 20 bucks and dishes. Okay, so what are we betting on? I bet that they're gonna throw us down this mountain. Okay, I bet we don't do that. And let me be clear, the bet doesn't count if you jump off, by the way. They had to actually like throw us off. Oh, I know. I was originally gonna just jump off and you can take my dishes, but is that the Wild Wild Pussycats? It is. And they would look at each other back and forth, like to the Wild Wild Pussycats, back to each other, back and forth like that, okay? That's what they would do. And then at simultaneously, like at the same time, they would say, "Oh shit, bro. I know none of you probably don't care, but I just slapped a fly out of midair. Like just midair, like pop." I wish I had that on video because that was sick. Like I slapped that thing out of midair, just pop. It's crazy, dude. Crazy. Leroy Jenkins. I don't know. We are the wild things. We don't give a what you say. Um, that's been stuck in my head. If you don't know what that is, it's the Wildmount Wildlings like theme song, and I love it. It makes me like it's so fun to me. I love it. Watermont Wildling's Critical Role. All three episodes are on YouTube. Alex Lee is a player on there, so I recommend you watch it. He's hilarious on it. He's great. Um, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Marisha Ray, uh, Eden Regal, Sam Regal. Sam is actually the DM, the Game Master, DM, Dungeon Master, Game Master. Uh, Ashley Lee Johnson. I don't know how to say her name, but Liebe, something. I don't know how to say her name. It's great if you like D&D or Critical Role or any of the people I just named. I recommend checking it out. Anyways, not sponsored or paid to do the plug, but it's a genuine thing I recommend. Anyways, uh, let's just keep on going on. So they could see whoever does it, reach their hand on the ground, and Midoriya would say, "I win the bet," and then the landslide would happen, and Bakugo, before they would fall, he would say, "Oh, of course you do," and then they would all tumble down, and Aizawa Mandalay would say, "I think two of your students were making a bet about being thrown down a mountain." They were. I'm not really surprised, though. You should see the other things they make bet-ons. They're insane. I can tell you that. Oh, I can tell. And then we'll just cut. I won't even go through it. Uh, oh, I forgot to open that. My fault. There it is. I forgot to open that before I started. But anyways, uh, okay, we're just gonna fade to black, and then we'll fade back in as the Class 1A students get there, all banged up. Um, Midoriya is burnt, even though there's no one. Oh, Bakugo, yeah, Bakugo did stuff, and plus he used a lot of fire quirks or his fire moves that burnt his clothes. Okay, that's what he did. Right. So yeah, I'm just in a flash cut to well, time skip until the incidents happen. But first, I want to check my socks. They are actually drier than um, they were previously. Well, one is. That one is terrible. Flip it up that way. I need a bigger sun spot, but I'm scared to move because there's thorns everywhere. Hold on. There we go. My thigh bending over my chair. Anyways, uh, So as we can see, Midoriya is currently walking, or actually training with Mandalay and Tiger. Yeah, yeah, that's his name. Mandalay and Tiger, right? Uh, and Ida actually too. Ida's also there. So as they're training, a portal would open up with Spinner and the person I can't think of a name for, but they got like a magnet quirk basically, with like the massive like beam they have, hammer thing, whatever it is, that person. And Midori would say, um, I feel like this is highly untrue, but I believe those guys aren't supposed to be here. And Mandalay would turn to Midori and say, "Really? Really? Not the time, Midoriya. And of course they're not supposed to be here. I swear, you're just like Aizawa. You might wanna." "I'm on it." "Good lord, child. Well, I don't know what you expect. You do that. I'm gonna fight the lizard. You think this guy is like a water lizard? Like a has to have like moist skin to live? Or do you think he's like one of those dry lizards that lives in like a desert?" I'll figure it out. Water lances. As he would hold his hand up, water lances would go all around it. I'd say six. Yeah, let's go at six. And they would fire off, growing in size as they would fire. Uh, Spinner would hit him with the sword, and Midori would say, "You know, that probably wasn't a smart idea." As he would use, well, he already used it. He just wanted to distract Spinner. He used cursed twilight creatures, right? The orcs, the high orcs, would appear. No, these are no, no. The Phantom Outliers, him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, Cursed Twilight creatures, the high orcs or orcs rather, would appear, grab Spinner. Spinner, well, one would grab his sword, like grab his arm, and would start to crush, and would like Spinner would let go of the sword. Oh, by the way, uh, Ida ran off to tell Aizawa, and Tiger is fighting the other person. Okay, and Midori would also would summon uh, the one he made directly to face All Might and send. I I'm just gonna rename him to Tower because I remember it starting with a T, right? So I'm gonna rename him to Tower. Okay, that's what I'm gonna rename him to. Okay. Uh, okay. I'm gonna rename him to Tower, and he will say, well, Midori will say, Tower, go look for Koda. Make sure he's okay. And he would also make two more high orcs or orcs to follow Tower. And yeah, by the way, Tower, we'll get back to him in a moment. He's gonna go save Koda, right? So we know who he's gonna fight. So we'll go over that fight in a minute. Midoriya, though, having the two orcs holding what's his face? Spinner. Midoriya would say, I'm gonna give you two options here. Well, actually, first off, airborne wind blades. And he would hold out his hand. Actually, no, the air blades would just appear and go after the other person and would just slice him up uh, for Tiger. And Midoriya would say, you two, well, you can do whatever. Uh, you two want to interrogate this guy? Or should I interrogate him? You two will most likely be better at it. Now, my only question is, well, I mean, you're not like a Nomu, so I can't be too brutal with you. So, uh, Stygian chains and dark chains out of his own shadow would wrap around his arms, legs, throat, and like chest area to keep him there. And the two orcs holding him would back away, and Spinner would say, I'm not telling you anything. Okay? I don't care what you do to me. I'm not telling you anything. And Midoriya, before he would leave to find, well, his classmates, he would say, Oh, oh, you will. I mean, even though I'm not gonna do much, I got a couple of guys right there that will do so much to you. And they're not scared to. See, personally, I don't really want to do it. But that doesn't mean I won't do it. See, these two will stay here for me. So, to make sure a little bit of insurance that you will stay right there. And the two orcs would go, and Spinner would say, um, they don't scare me. Oh, they won't. Oh, they don't? Okay, okay. Well, these two might. And he'll just walk away. There's no one there. He's pointing to Tiger and Mandalay. And, well, before he would go, Mandalay would say, we can't, we don't scare him either. I mean, Tiger might. And Tiger would say, tell me what you know. No. Tell me all you know right now, or I'm gonna gouge your eyes out. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, yeah, they don't. Yeah, he doesn't scare. He's not scared of us. Well, okay. And Midoriya would say, maybe he will. And what would appear in front of him? Well, behind Midoriya and in front of everyone else would be another orc with a slimmer build than the rest, way slimmer than Power, way slimmer than the other orcs, also, right? Way slimmer than them. See, this is the one he based off of Aizawa. See, I know what you're gonna say. Uh, this is just. Is this what? This is basically solo leveling. This is basically Sunjin Woo, like that. But I'm gonna do a separate Sunjin Woo what if. Like about like what if Deku had a player system, had the system, or was Sunjin Woo's reincarnation, something along the lines of that, right? I'm gonna do something akin to that. But Midori would walk away, and the orc is would walk towards Spinner, right? and he would, on his hands would be one massive claw on each uh, hand, right? And he would have uh, like a vest, right? Fur like vest or like tattered clothing that is a vest now. Um, Bandages wrapped all over his arms, both arms. Tattoos that you could see coming up from like like he was ribs over his two pecs and up. What the hell is that? Oh my god, I'm such bad at aim. Didn't know what that was and I didn't like it. Oh wow, my boots just wet, so joy. I'll have to. It's not even my socks. I mean, my socks are wet, but it's my shoes. Of course they are. Anyways, Midori would say, uh, race. Should I go with race? Or maybe Thorn. Let's go with Thorn. He'll say, Thorn, you know what to do. And Thorn would go, "Arr, arr, arr, arr." And he would walk towards Spinner. And Midori would say, at least one of you stay here. I don't care which one. And he would go away. And we'll go over to Tower. Okay, I don't got a picture for it. It's a high orc. Big high orc with two claws. Or two like bone, like tied to his hand for like weapons. Like more like, oh no, it was brass knuckles, like bone brass knuckles. Right. I explained his looks last part. If you don't remember, I recommend going towards the back. Well, the previous part. So we're with him and his two orcs that are with him, right? They would get there. Well, they would eventually find Coda. Coda being held up by his shirt, like by his chest, by this gargantuan man. And he would get straight to work. Just punching Muscular in the face, sending him flying, getting one of the orcs to grab Coda and take him away. Get him to the safest place he could find, which is back at the main place. So they would go, he would go back. The other orc would stay back, just to make sure uh, nothing bad happens to Tower, right? Just stands there. And Tower would go, you, who are you? And Muscular would go, what? Well, what I should say is, what are you, but I don't care. Okay? You got in my way. And by the way, a Muscular. As he would use his quirk. Big guy, big muscles, his muscles would expand. The whole 9 yards. Right? I mean, not as big as, like, the final, like, bit of him versus Midoriya, but you know what I mean. And so, they would launch. They would go. They'd keep on just trading blows Tower has more power, like not power, but he does more damage because he does have weapons. He has his bone, like his bone, uh, not nunchucks. Okay, brass knuckles, right? So he's doing a little bit of piercing damage with bludgeoning, right? Like he would hammer fist, he would hammer muscular and then punch him with one and then hammer him. If you don't know what a hammer style is, it's just where you put your hand into like a punching, like you're about to punch, but instead of punching, you just bring your hand down, just like the bottom of your hand, like your pinky down, right? Like just hammering down. Um, I call it a hammer because that's basically what it is. I know there's like an actual name to it. I just call it hammer. Okay, I just call it hammer because it's fun, personally. So they would keep on going and going on. Muscular eventually going all out. Uh, Tower just staying at the same power. He doesn't think Muscular deserve his full power, like at all. He doesn't think he deserves it. Why aren't my socks going dry? Let's fix this one before I get back to it. Anyways, back to the Midoriya. Oh yeah, no, other orc got Coda back to the main building, right? And it began to run back to Tower. Race got the not Race Thorn got the information they needed. Spooner ain't okay, but he will be arrested, by the way. He's not okay, like at all. He's traumatized. Hello. So yeah, back to Midoriya. He has found Bakugo, Todoroki, Tokugami, and who else? Soji, Shoji. Yeah, he's found all of those, and they're currently hiding from Moonfish. Currently, they also found Moraka and Asuyu. Right. Midoriya would say, "Just let me distract him, or we well, actually, Tokuyami ain't there. Dark Shadow is taking over. He's taking over. Um, I got a better idea. We get Tokuyami over here, or Dark Shadow, or whatever, abomination that is. Okay? We get him to take care of Moonfish, and then bing bada boom, we're done. So, Bakugo, if you may, I will. He just makes a lot of noise. You know, guy. He's a bumblebee. Honeybee? That's probably what he's looking for pollen. But yeah, he would make noise. Moonfish would hear it. Dark Shadow would too. And yeah, yeah. Eh, I don't know what else to say except for yeah. I mean, what happens in canon happens with Tokuyami. He gets calmed down. Um, right? And then eventually the big clear, like they find the big clearing, with or Mr. Compass. Is it Compass? I don't remember his name. I know it's something with C. I'm just gonna say Compass. Compress. That's his name. Uh, I'm just gonna time skip that when they get to him and start fighting him. Because he captured Tokoyami and Bakugo. Midori would say, this guy's kind of annoying. Like, just like unnecessary or annoying. Okay. Phantom Outlier. And the multiples become, would, well, yeah. And then they would all gather around, bing bada boom, capture, right? Then ultimatum happens. They pick one because the other villains arrived, right? Except for Spinner in the other one. You know what I'm talking about? Right. Ultimatum. They pick one. Tokoyami. Bing bada boom. Uh, I'm not gonna go over the rescue mission or like so. Whatever happens in canon, okay, happens. I know that's very lazy of me. I just don't want to. Okay, not in this part. So yeah, that's it for me. Uh, thank you all for watching. Or listening. Listening would be the better word. Thank you all for listening. Uh, do the YouTube things if you haven't already. Share it with your friends if they like anime. I've got a cool idea in the future that I want to do. It's about solo leveling, by the way, and it's not the what if. Okay, it's a different video. If you like D&D, you'll love it, and solo leveling. Uh, so yeah, hope to y'all see you in the next one. Um, well, I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully. I mean, if you don't watch it, it doesn't hurt my feelings. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.